Hi there, I'm Dr. David Wallace with MyTalentForge.com's Quick Tip of the Week. And today's quick tip is to think in terms of four-finger patterns. So when I'm playing, I don't think note to note. I don't think in terms of half step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, or things like that. But I think in terms of tetrachords, four-note shapes. So for instance, I think of this shape, this shape, this shape, this shape, this shape, this shape. Whatever it is, I'm thinking about four fingers being one shape, and that makes it easier because then four is suddenly simplified into one and it makes things think faster. Now here's the other magical thing about this is you will start to find that each shape has a sound, like this chromatic shape of all half steps. Well, obviously that's what you use for the chromatic scale. And so like if we have all whole steps, that makes a whole tone scale. And I think of that as a whole tone pattern. This one, if I take it on another string, gives me a major scale. So instead of thinking whole step, half step, I think major. Each of the primary patterns makes a different scale. And if you learn those patterns and think in those patterns, then suddenly your knowledge of the fingerboard increases, all keys become equal, and you start to become much more fluent in all positions in all keys. And if you're really interested in exploring this, check out the 1-octave modal scales on mytalentforge.com, and we'll practice these so that in about 15 minutes or so of practice, you're able to set your intonation for the day from half position all the way to 7th position using the most common finger patterns and finger shapes. So think in terms of those shapes.